Russia, get the new white panna with the brand new flavor. It's daddy for your teeth.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Just 10 miles west of Clinton, John Humphrey Noyes established the Oneida Community in 1848. The Oneida Community was one of America's first religious cults. Founding members were mostly all Vermonters, and all were New Englanders.
Here we follow the Lord's way, and the Lord's way is communism.
This communitarian society practiced polygamy for the purposes of breeding the perfect Christian.
One glorious day, the Lord revealed the answer to me. The divine equation for our happiness has two parts. Communism of property, yes, but also communism of the affections.
A committee matched eligible parents based on their spiritual and moral qualities. The experiment yielded 58 children, many of whom were fathered by John Humphrey Noyes himself. At its peak, the commune boasted over 300 members. Persecuted by the locals for his doctrines about sexual practices, Noyes fled to Canada amidst increasing harassment. His followers remained, but dissatisfaction among the younger communitarians, combined with Noyes' exile, led to the community's formal dissolution in 1881. Some members reorganized as a joint stock company, the Oneida Community Limited. The company is now renowned worldwide for its silverware. In 1850, Grover Cleveland's father was the pastor of Clinton's Presbyterian Church. Grover began his studies at the Clinton Liberal Institute and passed the bar in 1859, moving west to Buffalo. In 1870, and at the age of 33, Cleveland found himself elected sheriff of New York's Erie County. In the course of his duties, he personally executed by a hanging, on 2 separate occasions, convicted murderers. Around this time, Cleveland's law partner and best friend, Oscar Folsom, with his wife Emma, had their first and only child, Frances. Grover gifted a baby carriage and enjoyed holding the newborn child in his arms. When her father died in a tragic wagon accident a few years later, little Frances became the ward of Grover Cleveland, and he oversaw her upbringing and education. Cleveland rose quickly through New York offices, moving from sheriff to mayor to governor, when in 1884, during his campaign for the U.S. presidency, a woman from Buffalo came forward, claiming that her 10-year-old son, whom she had named Oscar Folsom, was Grover's illegitimate son. He admitted that he had had sexual relations with that woman, but claimed that so had many other men in Buffalo at the time, including his late law partner, Oscar Folsom, after whom the child was clearly named. Since Grover was the only bachelor in his group of friends, and with less to lose, he took responsibility for the child. Cleveland had the alcoholic mother committed to an insane asylum, and placed the little boy, Oscar, in an orphanage. In 1886, Cleveland suddenly married his ward, Frances Folsom, 26 years his junior, becoming the first and only president to be married in the White House. Despite the age difference and confusing family history, the American public soon embraced their beautiful new First Lady with much fame and attention. During his first term as president, Grover came back home to Clinton in 1887 to help the town celebrate their centennial. Grover and Frances had their first daughter, Ruth, born in 1891. A candy bar was named after the baby, not the baseball player, as is commonly believed. Grover remains the only president to serve 2 non-consecutive terms, re-elected after defeat. In 1897, Cleveland left the White House and retired in Princeton, New Jersey. The city of Cleveland, Ohio, was not named after him, but he did make it onto the $1,000 bill. What did the librarian say when she visited the Oneida community? What law was he violating? What was his favorite pickup line at the local bar? Why didn't he use condoms? What do all these kids have in common? Why did he hate New Year's Eve?